Hi, welcome back for another project. This time we're going to be making reusable Easter eggs. These are great if you do Easter egg hunts around your house, with family, with friends, whatever. There's 3 different sizes that are included in the pattern, and these are a great alternative if you don't want to buy the plastic ones. These store really nicely. That's so much easier to store and put away than the plastic ones that take up a lot of space. But I promise, this is a super beginner-friendly project. You are going to get this done and be proud of yourself and have something you're going to love to use over and over and over. There's also a lot of different ways that you can explore and play with this. So this first video is just going to be how to actually make one of these. This project truly is a fat quarter project, meaning that if you take a fat quarter, you will be able to make quite a few if you are doing the small or medium size with one fat quarter. Even the larger size, you'll be able to make multiple, but we're just going to start with the small size on a single fat quarter. And this is how I recommend you line them up on your fabric. So if you see, we have the back side, and then over here we have the pretty side. So this is the back side of the fabric, and there is a reason that this is along this edge here. So how you're going to do it, you fold it over and line up the bottom edge of the top fabric to the folded edge. Do the same thing with the smaller piece, and then out in front of it, because you need 2 pieces of fabric, line it up like this, and then we're going to trace all of these out. And just use whatever type of fabric marker or device that you have, whether it's chalk, it doesn't matter as long as you can get the shape onto the fabric. See, that one's there, and then you're going to do the same thing, but again, you want that folded over edge, and it's going to make sense after we cut it out and start putting them together. Once you have all 3 of them traced on there, come in with whatever fabric scissors you have. Like I said, I prefer this because it can glide along the bottom, and I just have a little bit better control. Go along the line that you just drew, and you're going to do the same for all the pieces. And if you want, you can cut like this entire section out of your fat quarter, so you're working with less fabric. It's just whichever way works best for you. Then you can see I can just pull these over here, reline those up if I need to. I can rotate them around. Just take your time. They're curved, so they're a little bit trickier to cut out. You can also use like a Cricut to cut out these different shapes. So this is the base piece. And if you want to make it a little bit thicker, you can use batting. You would just need to cut 1 piece of batting that's the exact same size. And again, you want to keep it where that folded edge is there. That folded edge is going to make this a lot easier, and what really makes this a beginner-friendly project, because there's a lot less sewing than you actually think there's going to be for this one. Okay, so you have that one, set those scraps aside, and then come in with this one, same thing. And once you have that done, you're going to take them and you're going to open it up and fold it so it's pretty side on both sides. So you're just going to turn it inside out. If you want to come in with an iron, you can. You don't have to. Same thing with this. Come over, fold it so it's pretty side up. Set that to the side, and then for the main piece, you're again going to put it so it's pretty side down, wrong sides together, like this. And then we're going to come in and we're going to line up the pieces. So this side lines up, it's the same shape as the top. And then you're going to come in with the bottom piece and again line it up. And yes, these are going to overlap. You want that overlap so that if you put something inside of here, like if you're hiding candy and stuff, You want that little bit of an overlap so it's an actual pocket where things don't just fall out. And then clip all the way around. Make sure you're getting all the layers. And I will do a separate video showing it done with the batting. This is just the very first version of this that I'm demonstrating. And now we're going to take this over to the sewing machine and we're going to sew all the way around. Over at the sewing machine, you're going to bring it in. You can start wherever on this that you want. You want about a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and you're going to drop the presser foot down and do a straight stitch, and you're going to go all the way around back to where you started. Now just take your time working around these curves, because curves can be tricky, but this is a good project to learn and master on. And then when you get to the flap area, make sure those stay flat. And it'll be on the other side where you really see that there could be an overlapping issue. Like if you need to lift it up and adjust, go for it. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect. But now see this one, there's a chance that it can get caught underneath your presser foot and lift that up. You don't want that to happen, so just pay attention that that's staying down. Go over that. Go back to where you started, back stitch a couple, and remove it. Now you are left with this. You can stop right here and you can move on to the step after this, or if you have peaking shears and you want to cut down on the bulk a little bit, you can go around all of it, making sure you don't actually cut the stitching that you did, but this will stop it from the fabric from fraying. And if things are being pulled in and out of it a lot, this will just help keep it a little bit cleaner and a little bit neater. There is a different type of stitching you can do around the edge, which I will show in the next video, which also helps keep it from fraying. But once you cut it like this, all the way around, flip it and like completely turn it inside out. Push it out all the seams with your fingers. And guess what? You're done. You're done. That's it. That's the whole. Now you've made a reusable Easter egg that is adorable, fun, and how easy was that? I hope you had so much fun sewing this. There's going to be a couple other versions of this that I'm going to do videos on, but that's the very first one, and I hope you truly enjoyed it. If you would like the patterns that I'm using, check the link in the bio or the description, and you can join my school community where you can get this pattern for free.